People are bidding $100,000 for one of the MTG cards that hasn't been printed yet. That is sad to hear. What? Are you talking about when the $100,000 of Magic the Gathering cards were dumped in a landfill? Because I don't see anybody bidding $100K on an unreleased card. I'm assuming you're talking about from the Lord of the Rings set that's coming up, right? No, the One Ring card. It's a 1 of 1. Oh, yep. Hold on. You're right. Rarest MTG card may be too rare for its own good. I will say that's a fucking banger looking card. That looks nice. Throughout the recent sets, Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro have been pushing the artificial collectability of MTG more and more. New foiling, art treatments, serialized cards, yeah. Lord of the Rings set. The One Ring. It's a serialized 1 of 1 copy of the One Ring. This incredibly apt card will technically be the rarest in MTG's history, which should make it exceedingly expensive considering a single Magic the Gathering card is sold for $800K previously. That's the PSA 10 Black Lotus, the Alpha Black Lotus. It's not entirely unreasonable to imagine the One Ring selling for $1 million. In reality, however, this prospective price tag might be a little wide of the mark. After all, the Brothers War serialized cards all sold for significantly under the theoretical value which we calculated. I don't know the Brothers War cards. I gotta pee real bad though, so give me just 1 second before I dive more into this. Thanks to the resub, Harvey, Nirmal, Dolphin, and Weidman. Reddit user suggested the rather tame guess that the One Ring will be worth 10 to 20K easy. Yeah. 100%. So, do you pull this card? Or how does it work? Oh, so yeah, you do have to pull it right here. It just might not get unpacked. I mean, people are really upset with Wizards of the Coast, and with great reason recently. There are so many things to dislike about the way Wizards has been operating over the last couple of years. Maybe there's just not that kind of demand, especially for sets like these. People don't really like it that much. So maybe people just don't buy enough and it never gets fucking pulled. It's entirely possible, for instance, a new player could find play and ruin this card accidentally without telling anyone. Oh, that's such a great thought. What a colossal backfire. A, it never gets unpacked because no one's buying it because they're fed up with Wizards. Or B, some guy buys it because he likes Lord of the Rings. He gets the card and he's like, I don't even really fucking play the game. So he just like throws it in a box somewhere and it's never heard of again. That's so good. Lore accurate to the One Ring. Lore accurate, yeah, that would be 100% on the money. This would be the lamest shit ever if they just give the card to Post Malone. Which I wouldn't be surprised about. Like a little sponsored thing where he opens a box and he just magically pulls it. I wouldn't even put it past Wizards. This would be a pretty cool thing to do. If someone gets the One Ring and they just destroy it. Big fuck you to Wizards. Hey Rex. Thanks to the resub. MC, Supercell, and the Prime Yandel. The Brothers War is the most successful and best book Magic ever put out, so when that deck came out a few months ago, based on it, the cards were super high valued. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I haven't really been keeping up with Magic cards recently because I've been very not happy with the direction Wizards of the Coast have been going. I think it is abhorrent. Not a fan. Does anyone know if his elbow was on Hunger Games Part 1 or 2? You absolute fucking swine. It wasn't my elbow, it was my whole arm. And it's in Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Card does look hard, though. It's a beautiful looking card. This is a nice looking card. I agree. But fuck Wizards. What if Konami does something like this with Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't think it'll be as poorly received because Konami has actually been making some decent choices when it comes to like the card game itself. Not like tournaments and supporting the tournaments or anything, but like the way they do the cards. So like they had their recent 20th anniversary or whatever, and it was literally $4 packs. Whereas Magic celebrated its 30th anniversary and the packs were fucking $1,000. Right? Like at least Konami isn't gouging everyone. Wizards and Hasbro's ass, but Magic the Gathering is dope, better than most TCGs. I know. I still prefer Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm still a Yu-Gi-Oh! Guy, but I do appreciate Magic, even though I've never been super hard into the actual competitive playing of Magic. Is there some skull and dice for you? Like, I'd be lying if I said I didn't really want this card. But I won't give in. I'm not going to be like a little golem out there trying to hunt it down in these boxes when I'm pretty confident they're going to do some sketchy shit with it anyway to ensure it ends up in someone's hands that will post about it online somehow. They wouldn't allow this to just flop, I don't think. These are tier 1 artifacts. The resub, who's Matt? Do you care about the Ghost from the Past set they're making? Brother, I have all the Ghost Rares right there. I love Ghost Rares. And then there's been a couple that have come out since then. I have them. I still haven't done a room tour. I will at some point. I have a card store display case right here where I put all of my favorite cards on display. And just every card ever, really. For Yu-Gi-Oh! That is. Oh, and Magic the Gathering Masterpiece. What would you do with the card? It would go right in that case. Like I just put it right in there. I wouldn't really do anything with it. I'd just go in the case with all my other favorite cards. Godslap TCG win. Yeah, I don't know if Godslap would lend itself well to a TCG. I mean, that card should at least have its own plaque on a wall. Eh. Maybe. Maybe I'd get a little frame for it if I somehow pulled it, but I'm not even going to try. I'm not giving into that garbage. I don't really care about the other cards in the set. I like the Lord of the Rings movies, but I'm not like a huge Lord of the Rings fanatic. I also like most of the games, to be fair. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, but not enough to support Wizards of the Coast right now. So they can hold my dick. I'm not exactly going to be going hog wild on it. The starting offers from collectors are 100k plus. Well, that's how we got here, because that's what chat was telling me. The fact someone would pay that for this is nuts. Yeah, I mean, it's no different than just paying for, like, a piece of art. That's kind of the same thing. Like, this has no use. You can't even, like, you can't play this card. Like, what does it do? Does it do the same thing as a Soul Ring? Like, I have no fucking clue. If it says in the article somewhere, I certainly missed it, but it's not playable. It's just a collector's thing, so it's literally just an art piece. You see the new free Ghostwire Tokyo update? Seems nice. No, I didn't see that at all. It is playable? Well, what's it do? Did I miss it somewhere in the article? Because I don't know what the fuck this says. I can't read that. Oh, there's other normal printings of it. Oh, so it's not even like a true one of one. Well, I mean, this design is. But the card itself is already in the set. Oh, that makes it even worse then. So it's just the alt art card. Oh, that's so stupid then. Wait, that just really took all the coolness out of it for me. And like, that's kind of stupid. That's pretty lame now. That's still cool. I mean, the art's still cool, but like the prestige of it is no longer that interesting. If there's already a normal version of it and this is just an alt art, it should have just been like an unplayable piece. They did. I literally just did that with those $1,000 proxies for the 30th anniversary. I would have thought that that's what they would have done for this card, but if it has a normal printing, then this version would be playable. It just had the same effect.